Well, we just stopped for lunch. I've got the final track plan and all of the segments worked out, and I've tested every loop. I've run test trains down everything, ran around, did all the switches manually, missed a few, but I was able to get everything operating. So we're going to have a city loop with a spur for the station, surrounded by a main line, and then the main line will come over here and collect the city loop, and the city loop will also have a spur for a station. And then Santa is going to come out to about where that stop sign is, I think, and I'm going to have Tucker Factory and a diner representing transitions from New York to Illinois. Then we'll have the grain and the farm and everything else over here. I had to move stuff around to make way for the track. The OSHA officer came by and said I was too close to the edge, so I had to move it in. And that really hurt because I had to spend 2 days narrowing this whole, all the ovals. This was a full straight, it's now 3/4. This was a straight and a half, it's now 1. So all of the ovals became tighter. But you get a good idea of, if I can back up enough, you get a good idea of how it's going to look. The back's straight. The only switches there are for the inner loop and the shunts. And then in the front's all the switching, so I'll have good visual on the switching and the signals from my control station. And I have my switches wired. I'm just going to have to set them up and pull them out, see how it goes. But I usually take a car with my finger on it lightly and run it over every joint a couple, 3-4 times, listening, looking, and making sure they're level. I didn't miss a pin. Now that I've got everything pretty well ironed out, I'm pulling out the cork. I do have some cork from the other layout that I'm putting in first, and then I have new cork, and I'm hoping I have enough. I have a box of it. I'm hoping that's enough. I like that because it softens the track noise, and it gives us a chance to put the roadbed in, you know. I use cat litter. I spray it with a watered down Elmer's, pour in the cat litter and spray it down again, and it sort of just glues in spot, you know. Okay, well, that's where it's at. Track's done basically, other than now the cork. I get the cork down first. I staple it. I staple it on in the key places, probably 3 staples per piece or so. And then with the track, I have straight nails. I'll drill a tiny pilot hole, and then I'll just kind of push the nail down. I don't really nail them in. I want to be able to get them out easy, but it's mostly just to keep the track located and down. And that typically works. I do have one lousy lump back here. There was some moss put on top of the table, and I hadn't cleaned it well enough, I guess. I hadn't cleaned it well enough, and you can see there's a lump right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. So I'm going to have to bring in either flatten this piece out so it sits lower or something, but we'll work through it. That's not a bad thing, one lump. Okay, I'm going to go up, check the mail, see if I get any more parts. Oh, I did get some parts yesterday. I don't know if I should share that. I got the bag of sensors for the light sensor. So you shine a light on it, and it's a switch, it turns on. And then I have servos and servo controllers for the gates, toll booth gates. And I ran out of oil. I ordered gear lubricant. Oh, damn, I didn't even see that. This is supposed to be light oil gear lubricant. Oh, well, glad I showed you that. Anyway, that's that. And I'm going to lunch. I'll get back and I'll put this together. Hopefully I'll have a train running tonight and show you a little more action, see how it's going. There's about the height I'm going to use for the Christmas. It's going to be about a half the height. We'll put foam pads on that, 4x4s glued together, supported by those kinds of jacks, and then I'm going to cover it with white felt so it looks like snow and ice, and then I'm going to put the stuff on it around a circle of track and then buildings. Okay, lunch break later.